Ramu was a farmer. He was not just any farmer, but one who was deeply connected to his land and his community. He lived in a small village nestled among rolling hills and lush fields. Every day from dawn till dusk, he worked very hard, tending to his crops and caring for his animals. Ramu was a good man, known far and wide for his unwavering honesty. He believed that honesty was the best policy, and he lived by this principle every single day.
People in the village knew this about Ramu. They trusted him with their secrets, their problems, and their hopes. His reputation for honesty made him a pillar of the community.
It felt good to be trusted. Ramu cherished the respect and trust he had earned from his fellow villagers.
Everyone liked Ramu. He was always ready to lend a helping hand, whether it was fixing a broken fence or sharing his harvest with those in need. He was happy with what he had. His simple life brought him immense joy and satisfaction. He never wished for more. Ramu believed that true happiness came from being content with what you have, rather than constantly yearning for more. Ramu thought it was important to be content. He often reflected on the beauty of his surroundings and the simplicity of his life. He was grateful for his life. Every day he thanked the earth for its bounty and the sky for its rain.
My father is a good man. He has taught me the value of honesty and hard work. He always tells me to be honest and help others. His words are a guiding light in my life, and I strive to live by his example every day.
One day Ramu went to the forest. The forest was dense and filled with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. Ramu loved the tranquility of the forest, but today he had a task to complete. He needed to cut wood. The wood was essential for his daily needs and also for selling in the market. It was a crucial part of his livelihood. He had his axe with him. This axe was not just a tool, it was his trusted companion in his work. The axe was very important. It had been passed down from his father and had a lot of sentimental value. It helped Ramu earn a living. Every chop of the axe meant food on the table and a roof over his head. He took good care of his tools. He would sharpen the blade regularly and ensure it was always in top condition.
I must take care of my axe. It is my livelihood. Without it I cannot work, and without work I cannot survive.
Ramu reached the riverbank. The river was calm, and the water sparkled under the sun. It was a peaceful spot, perfect for a short break. It was a hot day. He was tired. He decided to rest. The sun was blazing, and he could feel the sweat trickling down his forehead. He put his axe down. He wanted to take a sip of water and cool off for a moment. It slipped from the bank. The ground was uneven, and the axe started to slide. The axe fell into the river. Ramu watched in horror as his precious tool disappeared into the water.
Oh no, my axe! This can't be happening. How will I get it back? Without my axe, how will I work? What will I do now?
Ramu was upset. He needed his axe. He didn't know how to get it back. The river was deep. Suddenly a spirit appeared. The spirit came from the water.
Why are you sad?
Ramu was surprised. He told the spirit about his axe.
I lost my axe in the river. I don't know how to get it back.
The spirit wanted to help. It dove into the water. The spirit came back up. It had an axe, but it was gold.
Is this your axe?
Ramu looked closely. He shook his head.
No, that is not mine.
He was honest. The spirit went down again. This time it brought a silver axe.
Is this yours?
Ramu shook his head again.
No, it's not mine.
He was still honest. The spirit smiled. It went down one last time. This time it had Ramu's axe, the old iron one.
This is my axe!
Cried Ramu, relieved. He was so happy. The spirit was pleased with Ramu's honesty. It decided to reward him.
You are a very honest man. You could have kept the other axes, but you didn't. I want to give you all 3 axes as a reward.
Ramu was amazed. He couldn't believe his eyes. The spirit had rewarded him for his honesty. He thanked the spirit profusely, feeling a deep sense of gratitude and wonder. The spirit handed him not just 1 but 3 axes. The gold, the silver, and his own iron axe. Ramu was overwhelmed with joy and took all 3 axes, feeling a sense of accomplishment and pride. As he walked back, Ramu reflected on what had happened. He realized that honesty had brought him more than he had ever expected. He learned a very important lesson that day. Honesty is always the best policy. This simple truth had brought him immense happiness. He felt a deep sense of contentment and knew that he had done the right thing. With a newfound confidence, Ramu walked with his head held high. He knew he had done the right thing, and this made him feel proud and self-assured. He went back to the village, a very happy man. His heart was light and his steps were filled with joy. The villagers noticed his cheerful demeanor and were curious to know what had happened. Ramu's story spread throughout the village like wildfire. Everyone gathered to hear about his encounter with the spirit and the reward he received for his honesty. The tale of his integrity inspired many. The villagers listened attentively, discussing the importance of honesty. They learned that it's important to always tell the truth, no matter the circumstances. Even when times are tough and challenges seem insurmountable, honesty remains a guiding light. It helps us navigate through adversity with a clear conscience. Honesty makes us feel good inside. It brings a sense of inner peace and satisfaction that no material reward can match. The villagers felt this truth deeply, and sometimes it brings us unexpected rewards. Just like Ramu, who received more than he had ever hoped for, honesty can lead to surprising and wonderful outcomes.